Hello, everybody. I just want to quickly address an issue or just make a little contribution regarding why many Nigerian prophets or minister of God fail in their prophecy. And uh, several times when they give prophecy, God says this, God says that. Most time it doesn't come to pass. Doesn't mean God is a liar. Doesn't mean God is not speaking to his prophet, to his ministers, or to Christians generally. So, but I've come to realize that most times those that call themselves pastors or ministers or prophets get a lot of things wrong. Uh, for example, I'm not a prophet, but I have the gift of prophecy. Not in the highest level, right? I know when God is speaking to me. I know when I'm sensing something in the spirit. I also have the gift of dream. I dream a lot. And God speaks to people in dreams as well. And it's one of the ways, God speaks to you, or God can give you information across to people, which is very, very tricky. Dream. Just follow me. So most of Nigerian pastors or prophets, whatever they call themselves, you see them when they come on their pulpit, especially those big ones, they say, oh, they will tell you, I saw. When a man of God tells you, I saw, sometimes most of them is what they've seen in their dreams. And they just come to the church and just say it. Sometimes God might just be giving them, it might just be a proverb. And sometimes when you see something in your dream, you are not even sure of the interpretation of it. But when they get these things, they come out to the altar, give the prophecy, and they don't even understand what they're saying. And sorry, I'm just trying to cover this logo. Yeah. So I want to tell us God speaks in different ways. God speaks to us in different ways. He can speak to us through dream, which is the most common one. He can speak to us through audible voice, through inner witness. You can sense something in your spirit. And as a Christians, these are the way God speaks to us. So as a man of God, and God is revealing something to you, you need to take time and investigate deep to know what God is saying. Let me go back a little bit. Those prophets, they will come out and say, God says, God says, and God says. Is God a liar? If you say God says and it doesn't come to pass, the problem is not with God. The problem is with you, the prophet. The problem is with you, the preacher. The problem is with you, pastor, or the minister giving the prophecy out. There are several times God has given me revelation in the dream about Nigeria. I don't come on social media to share it. I go on my knees, I pray about it. And especially the way God shows me things in the dream. It's like maybe a warning or evil things are about to happen. I don't go on social media and start sharing it. I go on my knee, I pray. So why did God show me that particular? It's just to go and broadcast it. So when God gives a revelation, you need to ask yourself, God, do you want me to share this? Do you want me to tackle this by myself? Do you want me to call people together? Then we pray about this situation. But all these pastors, they just come on social media and start saying, God says, just to be known, to be popular, to say, oh, they prophesy. Several times, I can't count the number of times that God has given me showed me something in a dream. Is it that I'm not sure? But when I wake up from that dream, he did not tell me, or even in that dream, he didn't tell me, go and share this. When I wake, if I wake up from such dreams, he never gives me instruction and say, go and share this. You know, I pray about it. And when you receive a revelation in your dream, it can be tricky. It can be a proverb. God might just be telling you, okay, this thing I'm showing you in your dream, if you pray about it, it's not going to come to pass. But you coming out and say, oh, God showed you, God told you, somebody's going to die, this is going to happen. And after some time, God showed another person and they pray about it. The prophecy is cancelled. You look like a fool. It is not God. It is you. So if you are a prophet, you can hear God, you can see. When God gives you a vision, you need to sit down and pray about it. And one of the responsibility of a prophet in a nation is to intercede. God is not a talkative. When God gives you an instruction, give you something that is going to happen or what is happening, God is telling you to pray about it, to intercede. Not just coming out and start sharing things. God says this, God says this. That is why the world is mocking us. That is why the world calls us, says we are fake. God is not fake. It is we that refuse to study ourselves, to study this gift. So God doesn't talk too much. God is not a talkative. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Tinubu is gonna die. This person is gonna die. This person is not gonna win. Now they are changing their words when Tinubu won the primary election. Nigeria is going to divide. That is going to happen very soon. Most of them will start coming out now to deny it. When God gives you a revelation, when you close your eyes or your eyes are open and you see a vision, as a man of God, as a prophet, you ask, Lord, what is the meaning of this? That is the first question. And God will interpret it for you. Second, do you want me to share this revelation to the world? It's not everything God reveals to you that you share. Some are just for you alone to pray about it. A prophet is an intercessor. You have to watch over a nation. You have to pray so that evil doesn't befall that nation. Some of you just come on social media and you start blasting. Please. I know the gift of prophecy, it's a gift that you keep growing it. You keep studying yourself, how this gift work. So I know sometimes young prophets, they do make mistakes. And I remember one video I watched where one of the general overseer in Nigeria was saying he was in I think he was in a crusade or something, and God gave him a revelation. He saw a boy that was blind, and God told him the boy is going to see. And I think out of excitement, he said the word, oh, there's a boy here, you are blind, God told me you are going to see. And he kept on saying that throughout his ministration. Even at the end of the ministration, he waited for the boy to come out. Nobody came out. The crusade ended, he waited, nobody came out. Then he also had another ministration. So as a result of him waiting, he was late for the other ministration. So when he got there to the other ministration, the program was already started. And so he sat at the back. He didn't go to the altar. And the another person was preaching. And I can't remember how he said it in detail, but immediately I think they made an altar call, and a boy who was actually blind, was the boy God told him about, was actually in that program. And the boy was moving forward, and the father was running after the boy. And immediately the boy was going, God told him, "That is the boy I told you about." And as you know, probably the ushers were trying to hold the boy, or the father was trying to hold the boy, he shouted, "Let him go, let him go forward, let him go forward." So he said, immediately the boy was going, he regained his sight. Okay, look, I'm just trying to tell you. So when God told him, uh, there's a boy that is blind, God didn't tell him, the boy is here in this particular program. So out of excitement, he want to give the word out. He said, "The boy is here, come out." We learn, but we cannot afford to make costly mistake. We cannot put the name of God to shame. If you're a prophet, if you have the gift of prophecy, you need to study your gift. You need to study how the gift works. You need to grow in it. And don't be in a haste to prophesy. Please, please, God will bless you. And whatever God is showing you, pray about it. Lord, should I share this? Is it for the nation? Is it for my family to pray about? Do I need to bring a few people together for us to pray about this situation? Don't strive to be known. It is not going to help you. So God is not a talkative. Please, God will bless you as you change. God will bless you as you listen to what God is saying. God will bless you as you obey God's word. Let me tell you one thing. There is something I am so much afraid of as a man of God when I'm on the altar, or when I'm talking to somebody, to say God said, to use the word God said when God has not spoken. I'm scared of it. Honestly, I don't know. Since my days in the university, I am so scared of it. Even sometimes when I receive some things, I sense something in my spirit on the altar, and I'm not too sure of it. I won't say God says this, God says no. I'll just pray about it. And I might just say, okay, I say something in my spirit. I'm not very sure. Rather than say God says and it's not true. Please. When I was in school in those days, one of the brother were in same fellowship together, and we also roommate. He asked me, said, "Why don't you always say God says like the other fellowship leaders?" I said, "When God is not speaking, will I say God is saying something? But when God speaks to me, my God, I am 100% sure of it. I can bet my life on it. I will stand by it. Yes." So God is not a talkative. When you are not sure God is telling you something, keep quiet. Shut up. When you are not sure God is speaking to you about somebody or about the nation, go back to place of prayer and get more clarification. Let us stop putting the name of God to shame. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.